This is Nancy Pelosi, and today we're exposing the 160th day of 2025. 06, 06. Let's cook. Before we get into the trades, I want to mention that right now you see on your screen a trade that was taken last Thursday. Just one of three of them. All future videos of my trades are unsupervised. It's relatively unedited, unfiltered, and discretion is highly advised. It's definitely not for the faint of heart or the fragile egos. This is the first time I've looked over these trades. This is not only for my benefit, or else I wouldn't be doing this, but it's also potentially for your benefit. If it helps you, great. If it offends you, even better. Now, these are real trades, real levels, so be prepared. This is not financial advice. This is not entertainment. So these are the raw TAs of Nancy Pelosi. Your discretion is always advised. Now we're starting off with the first trade on the 4-hour time frame, which I always start off with. I mark my high time for structures like the resting buy side liquidity, semi-mark, and the fair value gaps, etc., liquidity zones, and this tells me where the true draw is, and in this case it's above and within the current sessions gets manipulated upon, and I prefer the Asian London to be completely swept before entering, and that really tells me where the bias is per session. Now we go to the lower time frame. You can see this, the Bitcoin rejects, it sweeps and rejects the daily imbalance. It says long wick there on Bitcoin. This is the algorithm. This is absorption here. You need to see it every single time you enter as a result of a sweep. Price reclaims on the Bitcoin. You can see it reclaims the fair value gap and it drives back into the range. You see Ethereum, it respects that same exact high time frame fair value gap. It respects it, and actually delivery is what happens, delivery of alignment, and you can tell that's a rebalance into the premium, showing that there is rejection from the divergence, and true that this is more of a the results rejection from manipulation. This is a true move. Now we go to the really lower time frame, signaling pretty much an early exhaustion. Yeah, based on the right side high time frame candles, it's likely to be a top, and so I executed the rejection wicks plus imbalance filled to the structure and it reclaims. So Bitcoin prints the rejection candle, longer upper, and then I enter the trade. The short was clean, price was swept. Obviously it was engineered liquidity and low volume, mostly fake outs, algorithms during London, so I just took a quick trade. I always do that during London. I don't push anything really past 20% on London as far as profit at all. Once that trade completes, I end up with like 9%, which again, I usually don't trade London. So I kind of just did this for an example. I had some people watching, so I wanted to show them like how I trade London because they weren't doing successfully. He got to close when it's time. So back to the 1 hour, I looked for the next trade. Ethereum pushed higher and higher while BTC failed to break the structure. And the thing was is that the timing, this trader here, you can see that the timing just wasn't right for me. I don't trade in the last 15 minutes. I don't trade within the 15 minutes of the hour flip, and I just don't touch that range. That's when the algo fakes directions and clears both sides is really what happens every single time. You'll see it 7 out of 10 times. So I don't trade it. Now, little gem right there. So I waited, and of course it paid off. You see that if I would have traded right where that dotted line is short, that my stop loss would have got hit right there. And you know, there's a reason I do what I do. So that's real displacement of what's going to happen. So what happened here, there's no real displacement off of the new high. So pretty much just let us run into the lunch. I had a big chicken, and yeah, price moved on. And I'll really trade during lunch. So now, all jokes aside, guys, in all seriousness, everything I've shown here today and in the future, it's always powered by the immaculate vibes from legends on Involio, like Coldest Alive has a spotlight today. You can see his post above. His post was crowned the post of the day. Now, it wasn't his post per se that earned him this, but rather the individual that replied in complete distraught to his post. This individual, let's call him Mr. Involio Paper Trader All-Star. Well, Mr. Involio Paper Trader All-Star he replied, warning us that Involio doesn't have USDC in the Involio coin dropdown menu. I wanted to just put this on here to really reach out to him and let him know that thank you, Mr. Paper Trader All-Star. You have saved us another bad investment into a stable coin. Thank you, sir. Your job well done. Here's to you, good sir. Now, back to execution. Ethereum gave a clean higher high here. Bitcoin, it lagged, you can tell. Volume confirmed on the imbalance reclaim. You can see on the right side the VPVR. You took the bid. I set the TP just under the prior premium wick. The SMT divergence locked in. A lot of confidence with this trade, so I went ahead and took the bid. High leverage, 75. Trade handled very well. It was on the liquidity shelf, stormed right through it. A task showed me that the CVD delta shifted bullish while open interest completely expanded. It opened up like a little flower. It was beautiful. There was no squeeze. This was real positioning. This was not engineered. This was real bias movement. Order block efficiency aligned with the bullish fair value gap reclaim. You can see that towards the end. This completely confirmed the intent. It made me very confident in this trade to see it almost to the end. So it just continued. It showed me that there was continuation bias, and it was clean. It was 100% clean trade.